The yearly anonymous NFL coaches and executives poll came out the other day, and in it was some blasphemy about the 49ers and Trey Lance. A coach ripped Trey Lance, saying, "That would be like my early Christmas present if they just get rid of Jimmy and then make Trey be your guy." Yeah, that coach plays against the 49ers this year, and he would clearly rather see Trey Lance for his sake. But that is just wrong. So wrong, and 49er fans will love what it could mean. Hello everyone, welcome back to Into Sports. I'm your host Evan. Big favor, click the subscribe button. Anyways, so Jimmy Garoppolo. I just don't get all the people like this anonymous coach who think he's all this and all that. In the poll, he's ranked over guys like Ryan Tannehill and Baker Mayfield. And I just don't see it. Let me ask you, when you watch Jimmy Garoppolo, what does he do well? And I want you to really think about this. And no, don't say winning. I want something specific with his game. Baker Mayfield has a rocket of an arm. Ryan Tannehill is a precision passer down the field. Can't say the same thing about Jimmy Garoppolo. In fact, that part of his game cost the 49ers a Super Bowl. When I study Jimmy Garoppolo, he's not a good decision maker. His ball placement is all over the place. He doesn't offer much of anything in the play extension department. Not great escapability. Now he does have a quick release. That's the positive to me. He's also a quick decision maker, although, as I said, not necessarily a good decision maker. But when you hear talk about Jimmy Garoppolo, you hear winner. You don't hear why he wins, because as I just described, he's not a driving factor in that winning, but his team wins, so we don't really question his game. But I see Jimmy Garoppolo and Jared Goff as very similar. Both were in very talented offenses the last couple of years, when Goff was with the Rams, Garoppolo with the 49ers. They were also in similar offensive systems with Kyle Shanahan and Sean McVay. They both had similar limitations in their talent, and I thought they were very similar in terms of their level of play when I watched them. And plus, they both reached the Super Bowl and lost it. Well, what happens? The Rams get rid of Jared Goff, even though some called him a winner. He goes to Detroit, all of a sudden, not a winner, even though he didn't change, obviously. And now everyone recognizes that Jared Goff is one of the worst starters in the NFL. And oh, by the way, his former team did fairly well without him. Well, we're going to see the exact same thing with Jimmy G. He's basically just the next Jared Goff. He isn't the reason why the 49ers have made 2 deep playoff runs the last couple of years. In fact, he threw 8 passes in one of their wins against the Packers in the playoffs. Once you take him away from Kyle Shanahan, you take him away from Deebo Samuel, take him away from George Kittle, and you're going to see that he's really just a low-end starter, a bridge quarterback. And that is great news for Trey Lance and the 49ers. And it's the reason I have the 49ers representing the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. Because, sure, we don't know how good Trey Lance will be. I personally think he will shine, and I'll get to that in a second. But even if Trey Lance is the 25th or even 30th best quarterback in the NFL, the 49ers can get to the NFC Championship game. How do I know? Well, they just got to the NFC Championship game with the 25th best quarterback last year. If Trey Lance is, say, the 20th best quarterback, they can get to the Super Bowl. How do I know? Well, They got to the Super Bowl with the 20th best quarterback in 2020, Jimmy Garoppolo. So Trey Lance doesn't have to be very good to make a run in the postseason, because they've already made a couple of deep runs in the postseason with a not very good quarterback in Jimmy Garoppolo. But if Trey Lance does pop, then the sky is the limit for this 49er team. And that's because Trey Lance is way more talented than Jimmy Garoppolo. Much more powerful arm, much better athlete, and a greater ability to make off-schedule, improvisational throws. In fact, when Trey Lance is under center for San Francisco, their whole offense changes. In his second start, you can see that Trey Lance was attacking down the field and outside the numbers. And when we compare that to Jimmy Garoppolo the week before, it looks totally different. With Lance, Kyle Shanahan can call plays that stretch the defense out much more, both horizontally and vertically, because Trey Lance can make those power throws outside the numbers and down the field that Jimmy Garoppolo simply can't make. And the other thing that Trey Lance does way better than Jimmy Garoppolo are the improvisational plays. Throws outside the pocket, scrambles, throws with weird footing, defenders in his face. Trey Lance can make magic happen when the play blows up. Magic that Jimmy Garoppolo simply can't make. And that's the modern NFL. The top quarterbacks in the game all make special throws and runs when the play breaks down. And almost poetically, the 49ers season ended last year on a Jimmy G interception when he was forced to try and salvage a play that broke down. Well, Trey Lance is going to bring that ability to the 49ers offense starting this season. So to go back to our anonymous coach that thinks the 49ers are fools to make Trey Lance their guy. Well, maybe Lance isn't all that great, but he can't be that much of a downgrade from Jimmy G. Even if Lance is a disappointment, this is still a scary playoff team. But if he pops, I don't think there's a better team in football.